Hi there, my name's Danielle. Welcome to my channel. Today is my first video and it's going to be a get ready with me for this look. I actually have a job interview today. So if you like the video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any other future ideas, tweet me or leave them in the comment section below. Alright, so just got out of the shower and got dressed because I have a few errands to do before my job interview. First thing I do is I either moisturize or I tone. Today I'm just going to moisturize. I use the Simple Sensitive Protectant. It's just a light moisturizer. It has SPF 15 in it. It's just really light because I have oily skin, so I don't want to like bog it down with so much like moisturizer and oil. Just take a little bit and I just pat it into my skin. Especially around my nose because I get really dry, especially when the seasons start changing around my nose. So I just want to help prevent that. And then I bring it down to my neck and my chest because this is where you first start showing signs of aging. So always make sure to moisturize this and protect it as much as possible. Okay, now that my moisturizer has had a chance to sink into my skin and I've done my detangler and everything like that, then I go in with my primer. I use the NYX Photo Loving Primer. I like this one. It doesn't make me oily, which is surprising because the texture is like really, like it makes me think of like oil, but I think it's like a silicone based primer. I believe, I'll have to double check. But it keeps me pretty shine free and matte. And I mean, it's NYX. You can't go wrong with the NYX, you know? And it makes my skin look really almost like matte and like just almost like poreless. It just smooths my skin so much and I love it. And then I use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the color 112 Natural Ivory. Just give this a little shake. And just pour some out on the back of my hand, and then I use a damp blending sponge. This is the Real Techniques blending sponge. I need to get a new one. It's so dirty and like stained and it's falling apart, but I kind of wanted to wait to film this video until I got a new one, and I'm like, why not? Why are you gonna let just a like a weird looking sponge or a decaying looking sponge prevent you from starting something that you've always wanted to do, you know? I've thought about starting a YouTube channel for years now. I want to say since I was like in high school, but I just never, I don't know, I never felt confident enough to do it, or I always use the excuse, oh, I don't have the right equipment or anything. And well, now I finally have the right equipment, but it took me a while, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna film something today. No matter how bad it is, I'm just gonna film it and post it. Well, obviously I'm gonna edit this later and stuff like that, but I don't know, carpe diem, I guess. I have nothing better to do with my life right now than to just, why not try something new and exciting and learn? Because you never know where these opportunities can take you, I guess. Motivation of the day. So I'm just patting the foundation in my skin, just using patting motions because it helps really blend it. And I bring it slightly down onto my neck and a little bit on my earlobes just so it's a little bit more even, but my foundation is actually pretty close to my natural, it is pretty close to my skin color, my natural tone anyway. Next I use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in the shade, where is the shade? 15 Fair. I've tried a bunch of other concealers. I've even tried the MAC Studio Fix concealer, and honestly I kind of like this one a little bit more. I do wish I had it in a bit of a darker tone because sometimes I don't like my under eye being so light. I wish I wanted to match my skin tone a little bit more. It still works. And then just in a patting motion, but also dragging a little bit, like very lightly dragging, I blend out the concealer down and around up into my temple area. And then I'm just for precaution, because I don't think it's here. No, it's actually gone. I had a pimple here the other day. It's gone already, thank God. Okay. Then what I do is I take the Spun, the Spun like translucent face powder. I've been using this stuff for years. It's just like one of the best setting powders. It's helps keep me matte. Things don't move. It's nice. I'm just gonna apply it with a Morphe M107 brush. It's just like, oh, I love these brushes. Morphe makes the best brushes because I've bought a lot of brushes over the years. Best ones. Next, I'm gonna do contour. So I'm gonna be using the Coastal Scents contour palette. This is just their 6 contour blush palette. And as you can see, obviously I use this guy. Love this guy a lot. I just have so many like blushes. I never know which one to use, and I always like end up using like my e.l.f. like NARS, or no, is it NARS? Yeah, the NARS like duo palette. I always end up using this one because it's so small and compact. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Morphe 12 brush. It's just an angled, buffing brush. I'm going to take a little bit and just start blending it along my cheekbones, just to help create a little dimension in my face because it's so round naturally. And then bring it up into my temple and into my hairline, and then down a little bit down along the chin. That helps hide like the double chin. If you're familiar with contouring, you'll know you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you're new to it or you've never really heard those terms, that's what you do. If you want to hide a double chin, go along the jawline. Okay, so what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this color right here. These are pigmented, so be careful. And then just going to lightly apply it to the apples of my cheeks. This palette would be great for like anybody who is kind of starting out that doesn't really like the idea of the contour palette. This one actually has like these 2 shades down here that would be great contour colors. I've actually used this one before as a contour one I couldn't find when I lost my contour palette for a while. Okay, next is brows. So I'm gonna be just using the little spoolie end of the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I loved this product. I haven't had a chance to go pick up another one yet, so I'm just gonna use this spoolie for now. Decided to move the camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing better when I'm looking in the mirror down here. Okay. Next, I'm gonna take the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate and a Morphe M216 brush. It's a stiff angled brow brush. I think that's what they describe it as on the website. Love this brush for brows. It's so easy to work with. It doesn't move so much. And then just gonna start filling in the brows. I always start kind of like in the middle, and then I bring it out to the tail, and then I start bringing it to the front. Small, light strokes is the best way to do it, so it's not so intense on your eye. Brow. Once again, collect a little bit of product. And just start in the middle and work your way back and then forward. The lovely thing with brow pomade is if you mess up a little bit, you can just wipe it away too. It doesn't cause so much damage. Next, I'm going to do eyeshadow. So to start off, I take a stiff, just like a stiff packing brush. This is the Morphe M135 brush. And then I'm going to take the color, what is that? WOS from the Naked, just the original Naked Basics palette. It's just a really light, sort of peachy but bone white color. And I'm just going to lay it over the lids. This is just going to help create somewhat of a base, and it kind of helps with the shadows blending later. Plus it matches my skin tone, so it helps hide any other, I don't know, like veins or anything in my eyes, so it just creates more of a smoother surface, or an even colored surface for my shadows to go onto. I bring it up to my brow bone and then into this little inner corner. So next, as my first transition color, my base transition color, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild, just like one of their little 3 shadow palettes. This is in the trio Walking on Eggshells. I love this one. I remember Ingrid showed that like this was like one of her monthly favorites years ago, and I've loved this little trio ever since. So what I'm going to take is I'm going to take just a Morphe M209, just C-shaped shadow packing brush. And I'm going to use the middle crease color. Tap off excess. And I'm going to start applying it to like the outer corner and bring it a little bit into my crease. Alright. Next, I'm going to take the Coastal Scents Warm 86 Shadow Palette. This thing is kind of destroyed. I've had all of my other Coastal Scents palettes for so long. I've had this one for a very long time, and this one has been very loved. So then I'm gonna take a Morphe M332, just like a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of this purple and this like burnt mahogany color and blend it out. And I'm just gonna start applying that on the outer corner of my eye and bring it into my crease. That's gonna blend with the brown that I put down before. Okay, I'll put the palette down for now. And then I'm going to take another, just a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to soften this a little bit more. Okay, next what I'm going to use as my lid color is I am going to use actually the sort of champagne-y color that I've already hit pan on in the Wet n Wild trio again. And then I'm going to take another stiff packing brush, well, another Morphe 135 brush, and I'm going to take my setting spray and just wet the brush a little bit, because this is going to help make the sheen and the color pop a little bit more against like the burgundy and purple. Then I'm going to go in with an Morphe M200 brush and just make the two blended a little bit more so it's not such of a harsh demarcation between the colors. Okay, so for my brow bone color, I'm gonna use from the Naked Basics palette again, their color, what is this? Venus. It's like a shiny white color, sort of, but it's an off-white color. And then I'm just gonna take another M135 brush, pick up a little product, and just pat it along my brow bone. So the eyeshadow is almost done, but I'm going to wait until after I do my eyeliner to do my bottom shadows. So next I'm going to do my liner, but I'm actually going to do my liner off camera because I need to hold a mirror really, really close to my face because I'm blind, once again. But I use the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is probably one of the best liners I've ever used. It's so black. I love the way it looks matte on my eye, and it's actually really easy to use because I've used a bunch of other eyeliners. I've tried the felt tip ones, they always dry out on me. I've tried gel liner, doesn't work for me personally. And then I've tried like some of the other smaller like felt tip, like not like pen style, but handle, like little pot and handle, and I just never can do the wing properly. So I will be right back. Okay, once my eyeliner's done, I'm gonna do my bottom lip shadows. So I'm gonna go back in with my Coastal Scents Warm Palette. And then I'm going to grab I'm gonna grab a pencil brush. This is the Morphe MB27 pencil brush. It's like a really fine, like tip pointed pencil brush. And then I'm going to go in with this like taupey brown shade. And just start dragging it along my bottom lash line. I don't put much shadow on my bottom lids. I never, or on my bottom, like underneath my eyes. I don't know, I've never been the biggest fan of it, personally. Okay, so for my inner corner, I'm going to use the lightest shade in the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio, and I'm going to use the Morphe M210 brush. Put a little product, and then just pop it in my inner corner for a little extra dimension and light to the eye. So next I'm going to curl my lashes, and I use the Revlon Extra Curl lash curler. I've had this for about 2 years now, and it really does curl my lashes really well, but I also have really naturally long lashes. You'll see in a second when I put on mascara. Lashes are curled. So next I'm going to take the NYX Curvacious and the NYX Full Figured mascaras, and I'm going to use these in combination. I got these in like on clearance in like a 2-pack bundle, but I actually do love these mascaras. They really work. I was using the Maybelline Mega Plush for a while, but it's starting to dry out and I just kind of wanted something new. So I'm going to take the Curvaceous first, and then I'm going to go in with the Full Figured. So then, second coat, I'm going to use the NYX Full Figured mascara. The Curvaceous one helps with volume, and the Full Figured helps with length and separation. My always remember when I did. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. There you go. Okay, so after my mascara is done, I take my eyelash curler again, and I just curl my top lashes just to give them that extra oomph. As they look like, you can see, they sort of look like false lashes, but these are all natural. Next, setting spray. So I use the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. For a while I was using the e.l.f. one, and then I tried this one. Holy grail product right here. I already know. I've only been using it for a month, and it's a holy grail already. So I just spray. Oh, I love setting spray. And voila, that's the completed makeup look. Now I'm gonna go do my hair and run my errands. But at the end of the video, I'm going to include some pictures of the outfit that I ended up wearing to the job interview and the whole look together. Next, leave in the comment section below, or actually tweet me as well, any future ideas that you want to see, maybe a hair tutorial or another makeup tutorial, maybe a style haul, I don't know. Since this is my first video, I don't know where my channel is gonna go, but I'm really excited to see where it goes. I'd love to do something with beauty, but also I love gaming, I have so many different interests. I love tech. I want to do all things with you. I want to do so many things with YouTube. But for now, I just decided to do something that I'm comfortable doing and that I know that I can do, which is makeup. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for any future videos. I'd really appreciate it. Again, my name's Danielle. Thanks for watching.